Hey guys, all right, so we're now looking at Module 1, Lesson 9, okay? This is the reading versus listening assignment. Um, so let's just say the main idea for this is to compare and contrast, okay? So you're not just listing like fun details about listening to it or reading it, you're actually comparing them to each other, okay? So tell us what it was like to read it, but then like tell us how, reading it was different from actually seeing him and listening to him, things like that, okay? So you want to make it very clear that you are and comparing the two versions and then also contrasting like how they are different, how maybe listening to it is, better or worse than just reading his speech, okay? So keep that in mind as you're kind of thinking about all of this. All right, so if you look at the assignment document, it actually says, all right, instructions. Write a 3-paragraph response that compares your experience of reading the text independently with your experience of seeing and hearing the speech as it's read aloud. Okay, so that's kind of what you're going to do. You're probably going to want to just use each one of these topics as a separate paragraph. Okay, since it's 3 paragraphs and they give you 3 topics, I would say use one topic per paragraph, okay? Unless you have a better way of doing that. But just keep in mind, the rubric says to, so it says effectively compare the reading of the text with seeing and hearing, but it also says right here, I'm going to highlight that for a second. It says, response is clearly arranged and organized into paragraphs with clear topic sentences with supporting details. Okay, so that means to me that each paragraph needs to have one topic. Okay, and you need to make that very clear. So one way to do that would be to use like each question kind of as your first sentence of the paragraph, like as your topic sentence, like so basically use that whole paragraph to give details about that one question. That would be a really good way to make sure that you had 3 paragraphs and that they all had separate topics, okay? All right, so yeah, just answer those questions. And that's basically like the only thing that I'm going to be looking at is that you can effectively, write paragraphs with supporting details and that you are actually comparing and contrasting the 2 versions. It's like the same thing, but it's in 2 separate versions, okay? Reading and listening, and then check your grammar and spelling. So, all right, let me pull this over. All right, so that's where you actually read about the assignment. So I wanted to show you where the video is, okay? So if you just go back 1 to the Wordplay 1.5, that is where the actual video recording of John F. Kennedy is, okay? So you will actually just watch his speech, listen to him, and then you click one more, and then that's where you actually learn about the assignment. And this is where you can read about his speech if you haven't done that yet. Okay, so that's the 2 versions, the video and then the text. And then this is the actual Dropbox part. So remember, you click on the link that has the blue box and you get to this little area, or you can just click through the lesson and you'll get here eventually. So type it. Digital materials, okay? That's the graded assignment where you learn what to do. You can type your assignment on there. There's the rubric that we looked at. And here is the text version of the speech. and here's the video version. So I actually found the full version that I thought might be kind of interesting for you to see. So it has more than just what the lesson shows. I thought it was kind of interesting to see the whole thing. But our portion of the video that we actually are using in the lesson, it actually starts at 4 minutes and 45 seconds or so. So if you want to just skip to that part, you can, but I kind of thought it was cool to see the beginning part too. It's up to you. Yeah, so you just type up your 3 paragraphs and submit it. If you have questions, let me know.